Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. How you guys doing? Today I'm going to react to the awkward moments you missed from Donald Trump's UK state visit. I knew there must have been some awkward moments. I didn't see any. You know, I watched the opening ceremony. Beautiful ceremony. Very nice gesture. And Trump didn't fall flat on his face or anything. So, nothing particularly awkward happened. But that's why it says the ones you missed, okay? I didn't watch it all. So, let's see what I missed. On-demand news. Link down below. Always interesting to see the Donald's hair in the wind. Hanging on for dear life. What did that say at the bottom? Donald Trump's historic second state visit to the UK was as much an event full of pomp and pageantry.
Some of them had bad names like XY.
As it was awkward and ambling. I actually don't know that word, ambling, but okay.
Had bad names like XYZ-Q3.
What's he talking about? Isn't that like Elon Musk's son or some shit? I can only imagine when Donald Trump comes through, it's like a bull in a china shop as far as the tradition, the royal etiquette. I would just love to hear the shit they talk about him afterwards. I think there's worse things you could say, but okay. Is that bad etiquette? Is that bad? I don't know. You should probably say you look so beautiful. Is that better? Maybe don't say anything. I don't know. I don't know royal etiquette. That's for sure. Oh, you're supposed to bow. Like, kind of like Japanese etiquette. See, this is the type of thing I would not know. And yeah, that does look a little bit much, the way he's grabbing his arm. But what do they it's Donald Trump, you know? I doubt they expect him to know much etiquette. First Lady annoyed Camilla after she blanked the Queen in order to talk to the princess. Well, Kate walked up. Are they making a mountain out of a molehill? She's talking to the Queen. Kate walks up. Guys, I think that was just her face at that moment. I don't think she was annoyed. If anything, that's disrespectful to the Queen. I think it was fine. Oh no! I did think it was weird how the king was trailing behind Trump and the soldier. I thought this was weird, but I almost thought, you know, I like how humble King Charles is, you know, like, wow, that's quite a display right here. He's walking with the Queen here, though. Is he walking ahead of her? I mean, trust me, that's exactly the type of shit Trump would do. There's no doubt about that. But in the one with the king, That I'm sorry, I don't know if that's a general or who that was that was leading Trump around. But I don't know how, like, yeah. I don't know how the king would have got in front of Trump unless he did it himself. Despite the grandest of welcomes in Windsor, it was an amazing welcome. "5,000 protesters, huh? Make America hate again." Yeah. There's definitely enough hate in America right now. Now, I'm a little bit confused by that sign. It says "No kings here, no kings there." But there is a king. Are they anti-royalists, I guess? I love that Trump balloon. Whoa. That's a badass flyover. We got the red, white, and blue. That's badass. Honestly, that's more badass than, like, most of these patriotic things that go on, like, in America, you know? Like, that's really cool. Now, obviously, the Union Jack is also red, white, and blue, you know? So I have wondered that before. Like, when a display like this of red, white, and blue, I guess it's... Is it... I don't know. Is it... I guess it's referencing, like, Britain's colors, not America's colors. Or is it both? Is it like, you know, like, hey, like, show some unification, you know, red, white, and blue, it's both of our colors? I guess that's probably the case. Why is it in blue, white, and red is the only thing I'm questioning. Is that the order you guys say them in? No, it says you guys, the official colors are red, white, and blue in the UK. So I don't know why it's... I guess if you look at it from the front, it's red, white, and blue. Okay. That's really neat. So there was supposed to be more to that, but the weather prevented it. I feel like Trump just doesn't belong, you know? That's how I feel. Like, as far as it being awkward, he's not really doing anything. It's just like, he does not look elegant in the way he walks and that type of thing. And I guess just when you know him, you know, when you hear him talk, when you read his tweets every day, it just feels like you're out of place, you know? Who here doesn't belong? It's you.
Some of them had bad names like XYZ-Q3, and he knew every one of them, or at least I think he did, because nobody was complaining. I was very impressed with that. But I just want to say that His Majesty has also raised a remarkable son, and His Royal Highness Prince of Wales.
Oh, that actually feels a little bit more of a significant snub, you know? Snubbing Prince Harry.
Son, and His Royal Highness Prince of Wales. Melania and I are delighted to visit again with Prince William and to see Her Royal Highness Princess Catherine.
Trump's effusive praise for the Princess of Wales raised eyebrows.
So radiant and so healthy, so beautiful. It's really a great honor. Thank you.
Okay. Murdoch was there. Why would Rupert Murdoch be there? Is this a joke or... I guess I just don't know. Why would he be there? Yeah, he sued. Yeah, they got beef. But why would he be there? I guess I'm going to look that up. Okay, he was invited. Okay. As just on the guest list to the banquet. It included political and royal figures, but also prominent business leaders and media moguls. Rupert Murdoch has major media interest in the UK. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess that makes sense. He's just there as a guest at the banquet. Got it. Man, you really gotta be notable to be at this dinner table, huh? That would be an interesting banquet. I've never been to a banquet at all, let alone to one like this. Interesting. Where is that being? That's being projected onto the castle?
Oh my goodness me, this is Tom's recipe of my roast chicken.
Miniature book.
He's always asked about my roast chicken. Yes, it's just I never dare touch it. It's very delicate.
It doesn't affect the United States. We have, other than unless you end up in a world war over this thing, you could. This was a thing that would have never happened had I been president. If I were president, it would have never happened. And it didn't happen for 4 years. Most people agree it didn't happen.
I'm so sick of hearing him say that. Like, it's just an unfalsifiable claim that's not interesting, you know? Like, okay, well, you weren't elected president, so whether or not that's true, that's a hugely dubious claim anyway, but, like, who cares? It's not reality, so stop saying that. Anyway, that was funny. This actually got a lot of dislikes. I could see why, because some of that seemed to make a lot out of nothing. Has anyone checked the crown's jewels to make sure Taco Trump hasn't pocketed them? We've seen how light-fingered he is. I think the royals laughed themselves silly after they left. King Charles gestured and invited President Trump to inspect the Guard of Honor, which involved walking ahead during the inspection, because it was by invitation that avoids a breach of protocol. See, that makes sense, because that's how it looked. There is no requirement to bow in front of the king, but you may choose to do so. Okay, so he probably should have done it out of courtesy, out of respect. The sheer desperation you are reduced to in an attempt to find awkward moments is a fitting testament to how well this actually went. There's some truth to that. You know, there was no disaster here, and there very well could have been. I mean, the more days Trump is somewhere, the more likely a disaster is, or at least something funny is to happen. And this actually went off relatively fine. But still, I mean, I still had fun with the video, so it is what it is. It was fun. Shout out to Britain and the royal family, and that was interesting, and that was fun. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.